Hello and welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome to the match preview of the game between Barcelona and Club Leon live from the Camp Nou in the Joan Gamper Trophy. That's right, on Monday night we're going to be watching Barcelona back in action at the Camp Nou for the first time since that dramatic final game of the season against Atletico Madrid where the title was snatched from our grasp. And that was the last time we saw Barca play at the Camp Nou. We're back now for the first time in the Joan Gamper Trophy against Club Leon of Mexico. Two sides who are in quite different stages of their season. Club Leon have already started their season in Mexico. They've had a number of matches and they're very much in flow at the moment. Barcelona coming to the end of their pre-season and just a few days now before the start of the new La Liga campaign. And it could be a match remembered for Luis Suarez, who could well make his first appearance in the Blaugrana. First of all, the Joan Gamper Trophy is something that occurs every single year in the month of August, live from the Camp Nou. It's in honour of Joan Gamper himself, who is a founding member, then player and later president of Barcelona. So it's a match that is played in honour of him. And it's a big trophy to win, in terms of the start of the season. It's our first competitive match. It is obviously a pre-season friendly. It's got a friendly feel about it, but it's always nice to go into this game at the Camp Nou with a big win. We did it last year with Santos. We smashed them, and it got a bit of confidence going. It got the crowd excited, and it got everybody a feel of what to expect from the coming campaign. Neymar played in that game, and it's a good chance for new signings to get out onto the pitch, get out to the Camp Nou in front of the supporters, and show them what they're about to produce the coming season. So it is a good start. It is still a sort of pre-season friendly, but it is nice to get a trophy under your belt. It is nice to win the match and get some confidence, and it is a good start to the season. So we're going to be going into the match against Club Leon, which of course is Rafael Marquez, the former Barcelona centre-back. It is his old side now. He's gone on to join Serie A side Verona, but he will play for Club Leon for the last time at the Camp Nou against his former side, Barcelona. So it's a game which we'll be going into. I'm sure we'll see a lot of the first team players playing, a bit of a part in. Of course, we may well see Luis Suarez if he is fit enough to play. There will be no Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who's been ruled out for between 2 and 3 weeks. He's got a slight fracture in his back, which he sustained in training a few days ago. We won't be seeing the likes of Adriano, who's still recovering. We may well see Neymar and Messi make a cameo appearance. But of course, it is only around 6 days before we play Elche again at the Camp Nou. So I'm not sure we're going to see many players overrun for 90 minutes. We may see a lot of different players making an appearance at some stage and just giving the crowd something to be excited about. So it's going to be interesting to see what sort of side Luis Enrique picks. I'm sure that both Jordi Masip and Claudio Bravo will both play a part during the match. We'll see the likes of Montoya, Mathieu Vermaelen, of course, is still injured. We'll see Gerard Piqué and Marc Bartra at some stage. We'll also see Jordi Alba play some part, I'm sure. There will be the likes of Xavi. There's also, obviously, appearances for Munir Al-Haddadi, possibly. Gerard Deulofeu, of course, has joined Sevilla on loan. We won't be seeing him. There's Iniesta. So I think we're going to see pretty much all the fit players that there is. We're going to see all of the first team players who are able to make an appearance against Club Leon. We will be going out there to win the game. I do thoroughly expect us to go out there and win the game. Club Leon are a decent enough side. They're not a bad Mexican team. They're 6th in the Liga MX, which is the Mexico division. They're quite a strong outfit. It'll be quite an emotional time, I would have thought, for Rafael Marquez, of course, in his home country, playing for, one of his local sides in Club Leon, but he's left to join Verona, as I said, so it'll be his last game. So last season we saw Neymar face Santos, which was quite an emotional time, and this time we'll see it from a different perspective as Rafa Marquez moves on from his side and plays his last match. So it's going to be one of those games where you get to see a lot of different players. There'll be a lot of substitutes. But it could be a game, as I said at the start, remembered for the time we saw Luis Suarez for the first time. And that'll be a real gift for the fans if that manages to happen. Because, of course, Luis Suarez is banned until October the 24th. So it will be a long time until we see him again. And that's why he'll be so eager to make an appearance, at least even if it's only for a few minutes against Club Leon, just to give the fans something to cheer about and just to give us that image of him playing in the famous Barcelona shirt. So I'm hoping that he can come out and play. I'm hoping that that we see Neymar and Messi at some stage. We haven't seen them in pre-season yet, which is slightly worrying, of course. You know, they had a very, very good World Cup. Neymar himself was injured during that World Cup. He's now back in full training. But of course, you want to see players playing pre-season matches before the season starts. You don't want the first game they play to be the first La Liga game, and that is always a risk. You know, have they got the match fitness? Have they got the sharpness to be going in there and playing? And I hope they do. But I think it'll be nice to see them if they can get some minutes and get them some fitness under their belt against Club Leon, so they are all very much ready for the first game against Elche, which I'm expecting not to be a massive test. But of course, it's the first La Liga game. Anything could happen. So it will be a case of this match against Club Leon, of course, is for the Joan Gamper Trophy, but it is a case of getting players out there on the pitch, getting them minutes on the pitch, and getting them more accustomed to what's going to be coming up for the La Liga season, because it will be a very demanding season for Barcelona, a number of competitions, and it will be a case of fighting on all fronts again this season and going for every trophy possible. So it will be interesting to see what sort of lineup Luis Enrique starts the game with. I'm sure that we'll see a lot of substitutions and a lot of changes as the game goes on. As I said earlier, we're expecting to win the game, and I'm expecting to win the game quite comfortably. I'm very excited to see Munir El Haddadi, because with Deulofeu going out on loan, there is a lot of expectation now that Munir could play a lot more games and get a lot more minutes in the first team than was first expected. It seems that Luis Enrique has placed a number of trust in Munir as the season, pre-season went on. He put a lot of more trust in him. He played him for a lot more minutes, and he's got a few goals to his name. So I'm going to do a special podcast after this preview on Munir, so make sure you check that out, because there's something really upcoming and brilliant about him that I really want to discuss, because Luis Enrique seems though you use him a lot more this season. So make sure you check that out later on tonight. But yeah, we're expecting to see him. There'll be Rafinha. We may see again a bit more of the wonder kid that is Ellen Halilovic. He may get a few minutes. Sergio Roberto has had a decent pre-season. We may see a bit more of him. Obviously, Iniesta, Busquets, they played a few matches between them in pre-season. They look very much match sharp now, so we may see them for a period of this game. But it is quite an exciting game. It's on telly. It's on quite a few different formats. Sky Sports are showing the game. Of course, everyone's excited. They're possibly seeing Luis Suarez, but it's also the fact that maybe we could see Neymar and Messi as well. So it's going to be a game to look forward to. As I said, that is on Monday night. You can watch that live on television, and it is a game that we'll all look forward to, and I'm sure everybody attending the match, because there is usually quite a decent crowd there when the Joan Gamper Trophy comes to town, and hopefully all the fans who go there will enjoy it, and they'll see some goals, because there's usually a lot of goals in these games. So, enjoy the game, guys. We're expecting a win. I'll be doing a match review after the game has finished. But for now, in this match preview, I'm going to go with Barcelona to win the game 5-1. I think there's going to be a lot of goals. We're going to really put Club Leon to their paces. I think they'll manage to get one goal due to some maybe dodgy defending, dare I say it. But yeah, we're expecting a win out there today on Monday nights, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens. So thanks for watching this match preview, guys. We've looked at some of the things coming up on Monday night for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We're very close to 400 subscribers now, which is brilliant to see. And of course, like I said earlier, don't forget to check out that Munir El Haddadi podcast coming up in a few minutes later on tonight. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next podcast.